afternoon. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Chicago Cubs in this three-game series right after this. Max Scherzer, the Missouri-born right-hander.
Max Scherzer. Hello, Chief. It's Max, and it's not Agent 99. This is one of the best pitchers in the game of baseball. Upper to mid-90s fastball, powerhouse slider, and a great changeup. If he brings his A game,
Here comes the 0-1. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. All in all, a great afternoon for baseball. 73 degrees here at first pitch. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Dero, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
Here comes the first pitch. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
Woody Keller, this is my nightmare. He likes to call a pitch above the zone, above the belt. I know guys say those are the pitches that go deep, but I'm telling you, if you're calling that high strike, it opens up a lot of room for the pitcher.
I agree with you, Dero. That's a tough pitch to get on top of and to put it in play. So if you're a pitcher right now, try to elevate in that top part of that strike zone.
On the ground to third. Rendon is there. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Batting third.
And this is the kind of play that makes a manager go a little bit nuts. It's only the second batter of the entire game, and his defense is throwing the ball around already. I'm sure he's hoping that error isn't a sign of things to come.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. He's set. Here it comes. Great curveball there. Really fooled him with that one.
Great off-speed pitch right there. He was definitely. This pitcher might be on the attack with that pitch all game long.
And it's quickly 0-2. Bryant, base runner at first with one out. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. The next 0-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike three. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Here's Javier Baez, as Scherzer's able to move ahead of him with strike one. He'll come into play at 317, 15 long balls, and 30 RBIs. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders, and this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times in a row. A really good slider in this one.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
Line towards center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Cubs strand 1. Now it'll be Washington's turn in a scoreless ball game. Kyle Hendricks, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
Hendricks has a reputation, or a knack, if you will, for working himself out of tough situations when he finds himself there. A lot of relief pitchers are known for that, obviously, but as a starter, that's certainly a valuable characteristic to have.
Matty V, and I'm going to tell you who likes this. The bullpen likes it, and the manager likes this, because most pitchers are going to get into trouble at least 1 or 2 times during the course of a start, and it's nice to know as a manager that you have a guy that's out there that can pitch with men on base and wiggle out of some tough jams. This guy's made a living doing this in his career.
A time now from our nation's capital to take a look at the Nats starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup and how they continue the winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, this lineup is an interesting case study. Because if you're not a big believer in batting average, this team, they're in the bottom third of batting average, so they have to do it a little bit differently. They have to move traffic and drive the baseball out of the ballpark and into the gaps. We've seen that be successful before. Let's see if it happens again today.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. Schwarber is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Batting third, the third baseman, Anthony Rendon.
In now is Anthony Rendon. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. A swing and a drive to center field. See you later. Over the wall. Home run. Anthony Rendon connects on a solo shot. Number 13 for him on the year as the Nationals strike first. It's 1-0.
2 home runs in 3 days. I'd say he's seeing the ball pretty well right now. I think it's time to start pitching around this guy.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now.
Batting fourth, the first
As the
baseman.
changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Zimmerman, originally from the Tar Heel state of North Carolina. He was a first-round pick back in 2005.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Takes this the other way to right. Reach as he makes the catch, and he took a header along with it, but he saved extra bases as the side is retired. A final look at this tumbling catch out there in right field. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He drove in the other of their 2 runs last night. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Well, today's game provides the Nationals with an opportunity to complete a series sweep, guys.
You know, and it's not an easy thing to complete a sweep, particularly in this day and age where the games and the teams are so competitive. So a sweep at home would be extra special.
And it certainly helps when you're throwing your ace on the mound in the series finale. Can't ask for much more than that.
One of the keys when you show up to the ballpark and you're going for a sweep, you look at that lineup card, you see your ace pitcher is on the mound. You have to feel awfully good about your chances to complete the sweep.
2-2 to the Cubs catcher.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
3-2 now. Now the 3-2 pitch. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Another full count pitch home. And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Into the box now, Daniel Descalso. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. First pitch of the at-bat. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
You know, I'm not sure he didn't throw that pitch out of the zone on purpose. They've been swinging at pretty much everything he throws, so why not give it a shot?
And this one's in the dirt. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And a bouncing ball, foul. Contreras gets his lead at first, nobody out. Shin high fastball that time, ball 3. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Time for a look at the curly W on D. In the outfield, Gerardo Parra, former Gold Glover, takes amazing routes to the baseball, big-time arm, a pitcher's best friend.
The next Cub up, Sam Gordon. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation, 2 behind the count, 2-0.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
You know, when you're facing a top-of-the-line pitcher like this, he's going to be down around the knees like that more often than not. The key is punishing whatever mistakes he makes, but so far he hasn't made many.
3-1.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
And he fouls this one off.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change, he had to be sitting off speed right there.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. And that misses ball 4. So it's first and second now with only one away.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. No balls and a strike to count. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Runners are at first and second with one away. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Almora with an even count, 2-2. Here's the pitch on 2-2. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Batting 9th, the pitcher, Kyle.
So in now for Chicago, Kyle Hendricks, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the stretch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
Ready with the 1-2. And this is swung on and missed as the 30th pitch of this inning finally does the trick. The side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Here's Brian Dozier now. He's just hoping for something to go his way in this one. And as you can see, it's not been the case of late. Here's the first pitch to him. Curveball looked at here for strike 1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Schwarber coasts under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
In is Gerardo Parra. He's hitting .333 in the series, 2 for 6. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch is a sinker for a called strike 1.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
0-2.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. Chopped in front of home plate. And there's out number 2.
Batting 7th, the catcher, Kurt Suzuki.
Striding in now for the Nats, Kurt Suzuki, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And this one runs up high, ball 1.
Really high curveball right there. Struggling with the release point. That's the key to the curveball, figuring out and finding that release point.
2-0 now. 2-1.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you
hit the other way out toward right field. Gordon is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Nationals gone in order. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Back to the top of the order now. And next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. So a rather weak start to the at-bat as he misses badly there. It's 0-1.
This offense just doesn't look like they came to play today. Ugly swing after ugly swing. Just needs to be a better approach across the board.
Behind 0-2 now. Here comes Scherzer on 0-2. Ooh, tough to lay off there, but it's called a ball. 1-2. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. It's in there, and the Cubs look to have extra bases on their first hit of the game. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Now that's the way you answer. They're down 1-0 already, but he laces the double and puts himself in the scoring position. That'll get the dugout fired up and excited to punch back.
Here's Chris Bryant now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. The man at second with 1 down, and into bat next, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And there's a base hit on the line. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Standing in now, Javier Baez. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And the run will come in to score from third as that'll knock things up at 1 apiece. The relay throw, but he's safe at third as he's able to scramble back.
The pitcher was spotting his pitches effectively until now, working the edges, painting the corners, but he left this one right over the plate, and it cost him with an RBI extra base hit right there.
Into the box, Wilson Contreras, as Scherzer's able to move ahead of him with strike 1. He'll enter play right at 333. 9 homers and 29 driven in. Ready with the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
Rizzo at third, Baez at second with 1 away. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And rarely do you see a player of this caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now.
The batter, number 3. Second
digging in, Daniel Descalso.
Descalso.
First offering on its way. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Into right field. That's a base hit. And the run is in to score from 3rd. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
The right fielder, number 1.
Now at the plate, Sam Gordon, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. Ball 1.
1-0.
One and 0. Here it is. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Hit out towards second. There is Dozier. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Cubbies are in front 2-1.
We're back now as the Nationals ready to bat in the 3rd inning. And as they do, it's a good time to discuss their offense, which has been a real source of pride for this club. And one significant aspect of their offense is the running game, where they currently rank among the league leaders in stolen bases and stolen base success rate. I brought this up with some of the players earlier, and one of the pitchers told me, 1, it's fun to watch, and 2, I'm glad I'm not responsible for defending against it. Our guys will pick you apart if you're not smart. It's an athletic bunch, and they use it effectively,
Leading
guys.
up for the Nationals,
all right, thanks, Heidi.
the left fielder, Michael A. Taylor.
First delivery to him on the way. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Almora. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. So stepping in, Max Scherzer. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Fouled off. And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. And that's going to be high. 2-2 now. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up one of the fastest players in all the land, Trey Turner. This is hit out to right. Does he have another 1, 2, 3 inning? And this one scoots all the way to the wall, and he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. Hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, 8 games. Nah, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games. Now you're like, all right, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
And he pours this one in at the letters. 0-1. Turner stands at second with 2 gone. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. And back in our nation's capital,
I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Matt, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Digging in, Albert Almora looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Broke out the sweeping slider right there and just missed off the edge. If he would have caught the corner right there, I think he's got a backwards K.
Softly on a line to third. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, the pitcher, Kyle Hendricks.
So 1 away here in the Chicago 4th. And the pitcher Kyle Hendricks will be the next to bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that's on the outside corner for a strike.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
You know, D-Row, it's not very often that pitchers are able to get some base hits. Even though that's an infield knock, he'll take that every day of the week.
Are you kidding me? From a defensive standpoint, this is rock bottom. I mean, the pitcher is beating out infield singles. What else is next?
Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Here's a swing and a miss. 1-1. 4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Here now the 2-2 is taken, ball 3.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Hit back toward the mound. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Stepping in now, Chris Bryant, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Taylor is there. And that's the second out of the inning. Ready once again, Anthony Rizzo. He singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Into right field, that's a base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Standing in now, Javier Baez, as Scherzer's able to move ahead of him with strike 1. Hendricks, the runner at third. Schwarber over at second. Rizzo at first, 2 out in the inning. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Ready on 0-2. Fastball well outside.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. Cubs wind up leaving them loaded as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Stepping up now, Anthony Rendon. He'll start. Things out against Kyle Hendricks as we get the inning underway.
That last at bat, Matty B, a changeup right down the middle of the plate. Listen, this guy's got a great changeup, but he can't afford to keep throwing it middle like he did that last at bat. If he does, this guy might be hitting back-to-back jacks.
Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. This one's down to third. Bryant is up with it. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Now batting.
All right, so time now for the Cubs Road to the Show report as we see a couple of prospects who have been performing at a high level in the upper minors. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Ryan Zimmerman. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
And the throw forces him to lay out for that one, but he keeps a foot on the bag to record the out.
Ryan Dozier.
So digging in now, Brian Dozier. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Dangerous curveball that time, but laid off as it drops into the top of the zone. Loud contact by Dozier, and a ball with carry to left field. Looking up is Contreras, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. It's a solo shot here from Brian Dozier. Home run number 5 on the year as the Nationals have battled back to tie this one at 2 apiece.
And he was totally dialed in for the first 2 hitters, seducing a couple of easy grounders. Then he catches way too much of the plate on the third guy, and it winds up in the seats. Sometimes you can fall in the trap of not focusing all the way through the end of an inning when you're rolling out there on the mound. That might have happened here.
There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error thus far for the Nationals. A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning is over. But the Nationals are able to tie things up on this solo home run. We played 4, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Striding into the box, Wilson Contreras comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Wilson Contreras.
First delivery to him on the way. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Contreras hits a little over the 270 mark. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And he misses. 2-1.
2-1.
Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
Line down the left field line. But this is foul near the seats. Another try at 2-2. And he popped him up. Dozier is calling for it, and that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 3.
Standing in, Daniel Descalzo. He singled his last time up. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. On to first, and Scherzer's on a roll now, 2 away.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
Striding in, Sam Gordon. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
Plain to see right there that the manager's sticking up for his hitter, making sure that that strike zone gets a little bit tighter. It's tough to cover both sides of the plate, and they both want that.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. We've hit the halfway point, tied at 2. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And he told me he feels like they're being too patient at the plate right now. He said the problem is they're allowing themselves to fall behind in the count way too often, which is forcing them to constantly be in protect mode and swing at bad pitches. A lot of their outs have come from at-bats where they've fallen behind, so the focus going forward needs to be about being the aggressor early in the at-bats.
All right, thanks, Heidi. No balls and 1 strike. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Fouled away. The 0-2 once more. Is a breaking ball that misses off the plate. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this will wind up being a foul ball. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
The 3-2 one more time. Pretty well struck high on the warning track. He makes the catch.
Now batting, left fielder, Michael A. Taylor.
Standing in, Michael Taylor. He's 0 for 1 thus far. In there, no balls and a strike. Hit on the ground to third. Bryant's got it, and that's the second out.
The batter, the pitcher, Max Scherzer.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up one of the better hitting pitchers in Max Scherzer. Two out, nobody on. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of his sinker.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Through 5, all even at 2-2. Ready now, Albert Almora. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Albert.
He's ready.
Almora.
Here's the first offering. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8, 9-hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you could swing the bat.
Kyle Hendricks stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. Pitch number 100 on its way. And they indeed have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. Throw's going to go on to first, so a perfect sacrifice there as now the go-ahead run moves into scoring position here.
The left fielder.
Runner at second, 1 away. And next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Right here, he's looking to get himself into a good hitter's count so he can take a rip and maybe give his team the lead. He certainly has the power.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Almora leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Sent on the ground out to second. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Up next for the Cubs.
Digging in now, Chris Bryant. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
And even though he's had some success against this guy in the ball game, he still knows he's a very dangerous opponent. He won't want to fall behind him any further.
Now it's 2-0.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. The set and the 2-1. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1. 2 runs, 8 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And he missed with it there. Ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third.
Now batting, the first baseman, Anthony.
Now the National skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And the hook's coming with him as that'll be all for Max Scherzer. So as he departs in a tie ball game, he'll remain responsible for those runners at the corners as he hopes the bullpen can work out of the jam. Roenis Elias trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Number 29.
Anthony Rizzo will be the first one to greet him now, as he'll do so with runners at the corners and 2 out in the inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And before the pitch here, time is asked for and granted by Woody Keller, the home plate umpire. Boy, sure taking his sweet time down there at the plate. He'll step out yet again. Comes set, the 0-1. And there's ball 1.
Playing 11.
And you wonder if he's trying to get in his head out there as he steps out for a 3rd time now. Runners on 1st and 3rd, 2 away. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
And now someone's going to need to take charge down there. This is getting ridiculous. From the stretch, the 1-2. Hard hit ball to second. Dozier has it, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. No runs, a hit, 2 left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th, and we are tied 2-2. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Trey Turner. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Chance to make a play. Let's see if he's okay out there. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. In now is Adam Eaton. No hits to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Behind 0-2 now. 2-2 is our score. Leadoff man aboard at first here with nobody out. This is pulled into right. Gordon is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Up next for the Nationals, the third baseman, Anthony Rendon.
Now in the box, Anthony Rendon. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. And that's in there for a strike. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. The 0-2 once more. Takes this the other way to right, but this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out.
Now batting, first baseman, Ryan.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring up the power-hitting first baseman, Ryan Zimmerman. First delivery to him on the way. In there, now the throw. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. The 0-1 offering. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Turner at second with 2 down. This is on the ground over to first. Onto the bag with it is Rizzo, and the inning is over. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We're through 6 full, and we are tied 2-2. Back here at Nationals Park, all tied at 2 apiece as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's have a look at our game summary through the first 6. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Javier Baez. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line towards center field. Eaton patrolling center makes the play. 1 out.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
In now, Wilson Contreras. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Set to deliver the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
The batter number 3, second baseman, Daniel Descalso.
Stepping into the box, Daniel Descalso. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
2 strikes.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
I like that he tried to tie him up inside on that pitch, but it was a little bit of a risky situation because if you're off just a little bit, you can end up plunking a guy. That's the last thing you want to do when you've got a guy 0-2.
Pulled toward right center field. After it is Eaton. He gets there, and that's the second out.
The right fielder, number 1, Sam Gordon.
Now batting, Sam Gordon. First delivery to him on the way. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
2 things pitchers really love: called strike 3s and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Fastball well outside. The 1-1 home is in there for strike number 2. On a line, that's a base hit. Ballpark.
Albert.
Sam Gordon has just collected his first hit in the big leagues, and as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone, and in to bat next is Albert Almora. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Got him fishing that time. 0-1. The 0-1 offering. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. The 0-2. Skied into straightaway right. Para has it in his sights. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. Cubs strand a couple. Score remains 2-2. Now at the plate, Brian Dozier will be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th.
Second baseman, Brian Dozier.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Another one sent foul. Here comes another 0-2. Lifted in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Almora. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the right fielder, Gerardo Parra.
At the plate, Gerardo Parra. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Strike taken up in the zone.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Swing and a liner, but right at the shortstop for the second out.
The pitcher, number 28, Kurt Suzuki.
So coming to the plate, Kurt Suzuki. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Strike one to start the at-bat. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and a strike to count to Suzuki. One and two now as this catches the outer half. Hot shot on the ground is short. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Nationals gone in order. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Addison Russell is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Number 27, Addison Russell.
And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. As mentioned earlier in the broadcast, this game has the potential to result in a series sweep, but of course with a tie game on our hands, that is no foregone conclusion.
Never easy to sweep. This is one of those teeter-totter games, back and forth as we're tied going into the back end of this game right now. It'll be interesting to see how this one plays out.
0-2 count and the pitch. And look out as this one catches him, and a big mistake there as now the go-ahead run is aboard to lead off the inning.
Well, he might be feeling a little bit of a sting there, but he can take comfort in knowing that he represents the go-ahead run. That could turn out to be a huge hit by pitch.
Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber, as he'll take a look at ball one. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Grounded back up the middle. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead runs in scoring position now with still nobody out.
Third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Stepping up to the plate, Chris Bryant. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. In the dirt, and now let's see. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
Russell on second, Schwarber at first with no outs.
When you have 2 strikes on you as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Loud contact off the bat of Bryant and sent deep to left. And they have taken the lead. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
Boy, talk about how an inning can get away from you, right? 3-run homer already in this inning. They've yet to give up an out, and this could turn out to be one of those really ugly innings.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Fernando Rodney will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far. Settling in now, Anthony Rizzo. And Dan, after that home run, it looks like they might be able to end this losing streak that they've been mired in.
Yeah, and a win at this level feels really good, especially when it's been a while. They're on their way if they can play well the rest of the game.
Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes. The Nats entered the day looking to wrap up a big series sweep, but it's going to take some late game heroics in order to make that a reality.
Never easy to sweep any team, but this is a close one, and there's an old saying in baseball, a bloop and a blast, and if they can stay close, get a base hit, get somebody to hit one out of the ballpark, they're not out of this one yet.
And there's one away.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Ready for another chance? Javier Baez. His past history with Fernando Rodney. He's 1 for 4. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0.
Hey, great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
Here it comes on 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. 3 runs already home here. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. And gone up into the second deck. A solo home run there for Javi Baez. Home run number 16 for him on the year as they open it up to 6-2 now.
Yeah, and that home run is an absolute backbreaker. You still have some baseball left to play here, but with a 4-run lead, it could be a non-save situation. So they might get the rest of their closer the rest of the day. 4 runs feels awfully good.
Number 40, Wilson.
Into the box, Wilson Contreras. Now that ball is smoked. Carrying to deep left. Gone. Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. A solo shot that time for Wilson Contreras. Number 10 for him on the year. And the lead is now 7-2. How about the work the lineups have been doing so far, fellas?
Matty V, this is turning into home run derby part 2. D-Roll, 5 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack for both teams right here. A lot of mislocations right out over the heart of the plate, and neither side is missing.
Tanner Rainey gets the call as he'll pitch with 1 gone in the top of the 8th. Turner has it. And there are 2 away now.
The right fielder, number 1. Sam Gordon.
Stepping into the box, Sam Gordon. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now the fastball is swung on and missed. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive.
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch.
Albert.
Striding in once again, Albert Almora. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. He's set and the pitch. This ball will be chopped foul. Gordon, the runner at first with 2 gone. And it's 1-1.
We're playing 11, 1-1.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. This is foul right side. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. So they really tee off here for 5 runs in the inning, thanks in large part to 3 big flies. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Cubs 7 and the Nationals 2. Steve Cishek is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Addison Russell is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Addison.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
And taking on the first pitch there.
Almora is there and he has it for the first out.
Now
the Cubs are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. And he'll be very happy with how the day went.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. And this guy certainly wasn't in this one. Didn't allow a walk all game long.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. The numbers head to head with Steve Cishek. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
And there's out number 2.
The batter, number 7.
Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. The speedy Trey Turner digs in now, and they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, that's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
Here's the first pitch to him. 0-1 the count. 2 out, nobody on. A 1-1 count to the Nationals leadoff batter. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. And that is off the wall. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
When you play with fire, you have to expect to get burned once in a while. He's about as hot as you can get right now. They continue to pitch to him, and he continues to make them pay. Nice double off the wall here.
Stepping in now, Adam Eaton, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And he falls behind 0-2. 2 out here and a runner at second. Count remains at 0-2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Cishek pauses. Here's the 0-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Pulled hard, but it's foul down the first base side. In the dirt. Throw goes over to third. And, oh, they say he beat the throw. Safe at third.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. Here's Addison Russell. No official at-bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one.
Second baseman, Addison Russell.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1.
Hey, you think the game plan is to pitch this guy inside? They plunked him in the first at bat, and they're clearly coming right back in again.
That evens it up 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
Well, based on that swing, I'd say this guy's got his A-game fastball working right now. The only way you're going to get to that pitch is you got to make an adjustment and get that front foot down a little earlier.
The 1-2 pitch, and they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle.
Now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Kyle Schwarber. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. He's set. Here it comes. Fastball there to start him out. This is bounced foul for the first strike. One and one to Schwarber.
Playing 11, 1-1.
Bases are empty, one man out. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Chris Bryant. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Now here's the pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
A ball and a strike now to Bryant. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. So a good bounce back. So striding forward now, Anthony Rendon. The numbers head-to-head with Steve Cishek. He's a .333 hitter. No balls and a strike to count. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Line drive to left. A reach, but he can't get it in left, and this is going to skip right on by him. And just what they needed here to start the bottom of the 9th as he's in with a 2-base hit.
Now batting, first baseman.
He went with the slider, but the hitter wasn't fooled for a second. Gets the barrel of the bat through the zone and rips it down the line for a leadoff double.
Standing in now, Ryan Zimmerman. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Liner towards second. And that's the first out.
The batter. Dozier.
So digging in now, Brian Dozier. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about the numbers head-to-head with Steve Cishek. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. But he will make the catch on the hard-hit ball out there, and that will conclude matters here as this ball game is over.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
And this afternoon's game ends 7-3. The Chicago Cubs used a huge 8th inning to help secure the win. Kyle Hendricks earns win number 7 on the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon.